In 2025, one of my goals is to make sure everyone on this channel knows how to tie their gele and do their makeup, and that is what you are going to get right into right now. So to tie this gele style, I'm going to be using a very long gele, and this is what you can see on the screen. And right now, I'll be dividing it into two equally on my head. I'll place it on my head and create two pleats. Yes, creating pleats on your head might not be that easy, so you have to carefully just fold it into two and make those two pleats. And now that I have done this, you want to make sure it is neat on both sides. You want to make sure that it is also equal, and also the fact that it covers your ears. So that is very important, guys. And once you have done this, I'm going to twist it at the back. So as you can see, one hand is coming over, the second hand is going down. But because it is equal, we don't have the issue of the long hand going down or the short hand going up. You just want to make sure that it covers your ears properly. And now that I have done this, I want to make sure it is very tight. It is covering my ears, it is covering my hair, covering everything I needed to cover. Yes, and we'll do this before we now go into our style. Right now, I'll take the hand on my right and I'll try to form pleats on my head. So forming these pleats is not difficult at all. The way you raised it up, it is automatically forming pleats itself. So now I already created 3 pleats and I'll be creating more. I just want to create pleats just to make it look lovely. So creating pleats with this style is not difficult, and the gele is not too hard, so it will be very easy to create your pleats when you want to create pleats. Right now I am still creating my pleat. I'll be creating the pleats up till the end of that hand. Yes, you want to make sure the pleat is properly arranged, or rather the pleats are properly arranged. You want to make sure the pleats are properly arranged on your head. Then after that, you go into this other hand and twist it. So right now I'll be twisting the other part of the gele. Yes, and I'll be placing it on top of the hand that I created the pleats on. So because this gele is very long, this gele will go 2 times. Yes, guys, to be able to go 2 times because it is a long gele. So this is why I always tell people who want to learn is that make sure you know the length of your gele properly. If it is 90 inches and longer, it is very long. If it is 90 inches and lesser, around 85, it is short. So right now, what I did after twisting it, I took it round and I twisted it with the remnant of the hand I used to create pleats. Very easy, guys. You just want to twist it, and now that you have twisted it and you have turned it, you are going to use this hand that is left, what you have left in this remaining long hand, to create a beautiful style. You can freestyle with it. You can decide to leave it hanging in the hair and pulling the small hand there so that it can be tighter. You want to make sure the gele is tight on your head, so you can freestyle with this gele. So what I did was I used the long hand to cover the excess of the short hand, and right now I'll be tucking it into my gele. And guys, that is it. Very simple, very easy. You can also decide to just leave it as a fan, make it come out, or do anything you want. You can actually, one thing I need you to know in 2025 is that you can be experimental with the way you tie your gele. And guys, this is my first style. I'll be pushing it to the back, and this can go to church, this can go for an event, anything you want to go for, this style can help you. So this is me just trying to make sure it is neat. So guys, make sure your gele is neat and you're good to go. So I'm trying to raise it up at that side. And guys, this is what we have here. This is our style 1 with this, our long gele. And I hope you love it, because I love it. The back of my head too is properly covered, as you can see. Well, it could have been neater than that, but it still looks good. So that is it for style 1. Now moving on, I'm going into style 2. And style 2 is a variation of style 1. So that is why I left it. I did not lose it finished. So right now I'll be taking the other side, which is the left hand, and that's what I'll be using to create pleats in this one. Remember that the previous one that we did, it was the right hand I used in creating pleats. Right now we'll be using the left hand. So I'll put it on my head, and just the way I created pleats the other time. Very easy, guys. By the time you turn it, the pleats automatically start forming. Your duty is just to make sure that it is properly arranged, which is what I am trying to do right now. So I'm trying to use my hands to create the pleats. and I'll keep doing this up till the end. You want to make sure that you create the pleat up till the end. So right now I'm still trying to create my pleat, and guys, if you are still watching up till now, don't forget to like, don't forget to drop your comment. Please, your comment goes a long way. I'm about to give up on this YouTube thing, but it's too early in the year to give up, and I will give up. Fuck up. Yes guys, so right now the pleats, once I am done creating it, I'll be putting the excess at that other side, and I'll be twisting the right hand. So this right side, I'll be twisting it, and what is left of my left side or left hand, I'll be twisting both of them together. Pretty easy guys. So you just want to twist both hands together, and the reason why we are going through this long process is because the gele is long. This is why you have to know the type of gele that you have. So right now I'm pulling it to make sure it is very tight. You want it to be very, very tight. And now that it is tight, you can use it to create any style. Here I'm using a pin to just hold it down. You can use it to secure it like that, and that is a style on its own. But I think towards the end I changed my mind and decided to create another style. The one on top, you can use it to form a nice flower, a nice rose, depending on what you want really. For this, like I said, be experimental, try to play around, and you surely get what you like. So right now I'm just trying to make sure the gele is tight, because that is very, very important. You don't want the gele falling off your head later. So I'm pulling the short hand behind, and I'm just trying to key it into the long hand. Now that I've done this, my hands were, I think I was tired at this point, but I just had to keep going. I'll be using a pin now to hold it to make sure it stays on my head. Yeah. You want to really make sure that the gele is tight, and to make sure this is done, you pull the short hand, you don't pull the long hand. So right now, once I am sure that it was tight, I'm trying to secure that long one into the short one. But I noticed that it was not giving what I wanted it to give me. So I'll be taking this, what is left of the long hand, I'll be using it to form a bow. Yes, so I had to remove it. Then I just decided, a bow might not work, let's form a flower, and which is what I am doing. So I'm using a pin to secure it there, and this is how it looks. This is a style on its own, but I was still not feeling it, so I decided to remove it and bring it closer to where the rose was, and this is just going to give me another style. So I just spin it towards the back, and guys, here we have it. You can see it still looks a bit beautiful. It looks different from the other style I created. So just like I said, in 2025, don't be scared to experiment. Don't be scared to play around with things you are working on to give you the desired result that you want. And with this is our style too, and I like this style. It's giving me what I want. It is nice. So guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, and lastly, drop your comment, and I'll see you guys in my next post. Bye.